me, but now you can see me. That was called a little magic right there. And background noise. Man, I'm really messing this up today, but welcome everybody. I think I got some good stuff today. I'm glad everybody's here. I appreciate you guys being here. Well, we're going to start today with some world news. These are like articles from papers or internet, and just kind of some little fun stuff just to look at. And so let's start right off. Let's start right off. Let's go with the world news.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty will know. Scotty has to know. Scotty's gonna know. I'm gonna tell Scotty. Gonna tell myself. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to. Scotty has to. Scotty has to go. Scotty doesn't.
All right. This was actually sent. There's a picture that was sent to me through Instagram, and hey, doggy. My dog is. She wants to be part of the show. You can't blame her, right? You can't blame my dog for wanting to be part of the show. I mean, I would want to be part of it. But here, let me share the screen on Instagram. Here, let me show you here. There's a map. There's a map of March right here. Okay, this was sent to me from Jordan. But let me get you another picture. What's on this map, and I thought it was really cool. Did you know? I don't know why I can't click on it. Maybe I'll just make it bigger. There we go. There we go. There's an extraterrestrial abduction day. Wow. Did you guys know in March that we actually had an ET day? So I don't know how they pick March 20th. I don't know how they know people. That's the day that everybody gets abducted. So March 20th apparently was abduction day. If I would have known that, if I would have known, maybe I would have, stand outside, find a hill, coconut oil or something. Because if they're gonna abduct you, they're gonna probe you. So if they're gonna probe you, gotta make it a little easier for them. So recommendation is bring some coconut oil with you. I learned that from the Butt Stuff channel. So if you're gonna be abducted, so next time, March 20th, maybe every year on that same day, maybe it's extraterrestrial abduction day. Never knew that existed. So that is cool. I just want to say, hey, look, Chad Smith. I was just actually watching his channel. Terry Brown, Danny Stanton. So thank you guys very much. So that was pretty awesome. So let's see some articles that I was able to pull up before we get into some videos. Ooh, let me look at here. Where is it? Up. Here we go. Coast to Coast with George Norty website. What? Thumb bone of Bigfoot discovered in Florida? And who's that's from? Connor, Bigfoot and Non. God, his stuff is everywhere. You got to be impressed. You really got to be impressed with the work. Getting his stuff out there. Different websites. And this website is actually called Coast to Coast. What I'll do is I'll put a link to his channel from here. That this is the website that actually has the article on Bigfoot. Here, let's press play. Let's see what it says.
All right, this is a fossil I found in a local creek here in Marianna, Florida. It's definitely a hominid thumb bone. It belongs to something that would have been much bigger than what I am. And from what I know, that there was no hominid species other than Homo sapiens in Florida at any time. They just didn't evolve here. So anybody wonder why they never found any remains of Bigfoot? Well, they did. They did.
Hold on, guys. I gotta press pause. I hate Danny. Very sad today. My mom was found passed away about 30 minutes ago. I'm not doing well. Danny, just do what you got to do. It's never easy. Never easy with parents and stuff. I know. I remember when I went through it. My father actually passed away on Memorial Day of all days, and it's not an easy day. So, Danny, just take care of yourself. If you need anything, my email address and all that. If you want to, email me and I'll call you if if you need somebody to talk to, Danny, because sometimes that's, I'm not a doctor. I'm not, I'm not it's hard to know what to say is correct. It's very hard to know what to say correct. But if you just need somebody to listen to you, I'll send you my phone number. I'll give you my number and I'll just listen, because sometimes the best medicine is just to talk about stuff and, all the good times, all the fun times. You're a great person. I hate seeing anybody go through anything sad. So, Danny, my heart's with you. I think, people in the chat, Terry Brown, Danny, so sorry, man. Prayers for you and your family. Dina P wrote, so sorry, Danny. So, that's the hard part. When somebody passes away, you do feel like you're alone. You do. Even if you have people, there's a certain kind of relationships that you have with friends and families that people just can't understand. For example, my connection to my father was way stronger. No offense to my mom, because my mom left me when I was a baby. The first time I've seen my mom was when I was already 18 years old. I was already, no offense to her, I didn't need her. So my father raised 3 boys on his own. Raised 3 boys. I mean, it's got to be hard to raise 3 boys. So, when he passed away, it was like not just losing a father, you're losing a best friend. My father would watch my kids. I mean, he lived for my kids. He actually moved from Fresno to Washington because I moved up here. So I know what you're talking about. So, Danny, if you need anything, man, just send me an email. I'll talk to you. There's, don't go through this by yourself. There's people out there. So my heart goes out to you. Let me go. Where was this website here?
It swept it under the rug.
Swept it under the rug, man.
And we're pretty big guys, 6'2", 6'3", and this is about twice as big as our thumb bone.
So you can tell that this is actual thumb bone.
It's heavy too. It's very heavy.
It's also very old.
That's very cool, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know too much about different bone sizes, and I don't. And it's cool how they're explaining that it's bigger than the average, bone. Does that guarantee it's a Sasquatch? I mean, I can never tell you. I don't know. But it's cool. There's a nice article. Based on his research, Flynn said there was no hominid species other than Homo species in Florida at any time. They just didn't evolve here. As such, he posits that the scissor bone had to come from a Sasquatch. And it could be. I wonder what the cost would be to get that kind of a thing, DNA on. But like I said, you got to know who you're going to send it to in the first place. Hey, Danny, you go. You take care of yourself, man. You do whatever you got to do. And our hearts is with you, man. Our hearts is with you. Prayers are with you. You do what you got to do, Danny. Take all the time in the world. There's no easy answer for this. There's no easy answer for this. But if you need somebody just to talk to on the phone, I'll email you my phone number. It's just lately, guys, it feels so weird lately. It's Connor lost his best friend. I lost my best friend. And it's just, man. Now, here's another news story before we get into the Bigfoot stuff. Let me share the screen here. This one from the World News. It's called "Man Claims He Saw Bigfoot in Garden while going to get a glass of water." A man has a sensational claim he saw Bigfoot while going into the kitchen for a glass of water. while he was home alone. In a TikTok video uploaded by paranormal author Connor Flynn, who previously told Daily Star about an alleged Sasquatch dumb fossil he found. He interviewed a man and identified with a great encounter. This man, who is called Royce, describes the chilling experience and says, I was home alone. My folks had left the house, and I got a glass of water and looked out the back window. And there is, I only describe it as a Bigfoot walking away out into the woods. I paused for a second and thought to myself, you dummy, take your phone out, get a picture, get a video. Saying that, get your phone, get a picture. It's easier said than done, right? Like I said, you never know when you're going to see something, a UFO. It's not like it's rocket science. It's not like these are all the hot spots and you're guaranteed to get something because you don't know. I know a lot of people who go to these haunted houses and they go there, they have nothing, no experiences at all. You just don't know. And then, then you see this UFO or you see this Bigfoot. The last thing you're thinking about is grabbing your phone because your mind is just frozen. Your mind, you know how like you're driving and there's that deer that stops and looks at you and just stares and doesn't even move. It's almost like that's what humans are too when they see something they don't understand. You stop and you freeze. Some people say that it's the Bigfoot that's making you freeze. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert in all this. I don't think anybody is actually experts in any of this. Nobody has the correct answers and all that. But again, I love it how Connor Flynn really is trying to get his message out there. He's everywhere. Remember her strength and how she handled times like this. Honor her. That's about right. I mean, that's correct. I mean, there's so many good times, let the good times roll. Let the good times, play that favorite music of that, person. When my father passed away, I was playing Clarence Clearwater Revival. That was his band. I was playing the music, enjoying the life, and you can't hide from grief. I mean, grief is there. You can't hide from it, and that's fine. You need to grieve. That's how it gets better. Nothing's ever going to heal 100%, but it gets better. Allow yourself to grieve. I know there is some men and women who try to post so much of a macho that they don't act like nothing gets to them. So, let it get to you. Get it out. Don't let it build up. It's fine to talk about it and all that. So beyond that, guys, let's jump right into some Bigfoot. Let's go check out some videos. All right, look that. Yeah. We got a guest that's jumping on with us.
Yeah, I just saw your email. I was taking a shower and I said, "Oh, Eric's live. What the hell?"
Hey.
Yeah, I jumped in here real quick.
Nah, no problem. I'm gonna.
I do it too. I do random shit too. I don't have a set time sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I got out of the shower. I just jumped in here real quick.
Yeah, sometimes I like 10 a.m. because you get a good show done. You get to do some things. And I like morning shows for people because there's a lot of night shows for people. There's a lot of night shows. So sometimes I like shows where people can watch throughout the day. Now, this first video of the Bigfoot section is called Midland County Man Ask for Police Help After Bigfoot Sighting. So basically, he saw the Bigfoot and he asked the police to help him. Let's hear a story.
I don't know nothing on earth that makes that noise.
Anthony Padilla is asking
authorities hold on. Did I skip something? Hold on. Here we go.
I don't know nothing on earth that makes that noise.
Anthony Padilla is asking authorities to investigate what he first thought was a hunter in a ghillie suit on his wooded Midland property.
I got to confront this guy. I was a little nervous. He was all huge, like a basketball player mixed with a wrestler, football type size.
Padilla believes what he thought was a hunter is Bigfoot.
He started getting blurry. He started getting fuzzy. I see some antlers starting to evolve. Boom! He turned around, and it gave me a vision of a white deer's tail. 2 hooves jump away from me, try to make me forget what I seen.
Since the spiritual Bigfoot encounter years ago, Padilla has been leaving pizza boxes in the woods as bait.
He peeled the liner out.
Bigfoot enthusiast Matthew Smith is taking a harder look at the boxes that Padilla says Sasquatch has handled.
Just rolling them up, kind of making it look like there's a sign that it's been there. I noticed that there's a bunch of hair samples.
Padilla and Smith say their investigation without police is leading them to more people with the same claims in Midland County. They're asking people for help, information, and hope for police cooperation.
Then we can track it down and we can prove to the world that they do exist right here in Midland County.
Is Bigfoot real?
Bigfoot is definitely real.
I love that.
He's serious.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking lying.
No, that's what I like about it. He's serious about it, but you know, for the police force, you know, it does cost money and time when they do investigate, and you know, I mean, I don't know how many claims that these police stations even get. You know, do they get a lot of claims where they just can't do it? You know, or if they don't get enough claims, why aren't they, you know, looking if there's only 1 or 2 coming in?
Yeah, well, he might be on reservation land too. It looks like, yeah, he's native, so
that's true too. You're absolutely right. He could be on native land, you know, and I love when he says, no, they do exist. But I mean, you felt about, like you said, you can listen to people and you can be like, it's a gimmick. But sometimes you look at people like, he sounds like he's telling the truth.
Yeah, pizza boxes, man. You can't get more real than that. I'm putting out pizza boxes. What for? I guess letting him sniff around. I mean, that's smart to see if what's he gonna do? Is he gonna, you know, anthropology? Is he gonna sniff in the box? Is he gonna? I guess he's rolling them up, probably using them as bedding. I don't know what he's doing with it. It's kind of weird.
Well, you know, you always hear you should try different things, right?
Yeah, pizza boxes.
I mean, if you think about a pizza box, if there was previously pizza in it, maybe the pizza oils or something, they like the smell.
Yeah,
you know?
Sniffing it up. Yeah, he's pulling it up and sniffing it all into the box. That's smart to see what he would do with it. Like, you know, see how he would act with that, like a primate. And you could tell if it's rolled up, that means he's got opposable thumbs. That means, you know, he's using his hands.
That's really cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
So the next one is mysterious footprints led couple to call Bigfoot hunter. So enough to call Bigfoot hunters. Let's see.
He's called in the godfather of all Bigfoot hunters to investigate their property because they claim.
Now, first of all, the people in the chat, I think the Bigfoot hunters that they called, I think you guys got to correct me. I want you guys to see this hunter group because I think the hunter group is a group that's actually been caught as doing things that's fraud. So I'm playing this on purpose because I want to know if this is the group that has been known to fraud things. But here we go. Yeah.
They have found signs of Sasquatch.
Yeah, mysterious footprints, other potential evidence.
Right.
And if the hunt for Bigfoot sounds fun, there's a way you can get in on the search.
Searching for Bigfoot. It's the best job in the world.
Keith Morgan and his wife Robin live in Cambridge Springs, a rural area of Crawford County, about 15 miles north of Meadville. Last fall, they say they saw an immense creature covered in black hair walk across their farm. More massive than a bear, they claim, so they called T.J. Biscardi, whose father, Tom Biscardi, has spent 50 years searching for the legendary Bigfoot. The Biscardis checked the Morgans' initial reports then and are back in Cambridge Springs this week for a more in-depth investigation.
We're out here in Amish country in Pennsylvania. Me and the team are responding. We're going to be checking the whole area out. We got a lot of property to look at. This is one of the pens where the creature was actually, they had to move the hogs out of here because something was coming in, climbing over the fence and killing the hogs and taking them out.
There's an entire team in tow, setting up bait and recording with thermal imaging cameras.
I want the reality to be seen as we see it. Okay? So if we see it in real time as he's recording it, the whole world will get to see it in real time. So it's not
I
just
wish
stories.
Connor was here so I could ask him
It's
if
called
this
reality.
guy
So,
is the
Yeah.
one
what do
that
you
he
use to
fakes
bait Bigfoot? Biscardi's team hangs peanut butter and sardines from trees. Too high
Peanut
for
butter.
humans, but well within reach of a massive creature. Biscardi's crew also made careful note of the surroundings, taking pictures of sticks in unlikely
No,
positions.
hold
and
on.
Maybe he's a demon
Hold on.
hunter.
I gotta mention this. I gotta mention
Demon
this for
hunter.
a second. Terry Brown, I think he was on that channel too. We were just on a channel, Chad Smith podcast, and somebody in there, they got on some kind of a sex talk, and somebody was saying that there's people or know that there's some male people that took their thing and sticks it in peanut butter. Terry Brown was like just recent, just like it was just like 30 minutes ago before I came in here. And I'm like, okay, and I heard that too. I'm like, okay. I'm like, first of all, listen to that. Peanut butter fights demons. Peanut butter is
Fights
being used for
demons.
Bigfoot. Men are sticking their things in peanut butter. So maybe
Well, that
there
would
is
make
some
sense.
true magic in peanut butter.
That would make sense. I mean, if I was like one strategy, like, okay, you're gonna fight a demon or some sort of Sasquatch, and you're gonna do it naked because you want to meet them on the same grounds. Now you want to protect yourself from the demons, so you want to rub peanut butter on your genitals. It would actually protect you. I can see it maybe rub a little bit on you.
Here we go. We got Flat Rock in the chat right now. I'm gonna ask Flat Rock. Flat Rock, is this guy? His name is he the one that's considered a fake? Terry, this guy right here, Flat Rock. Is this the guy that is known for faking
Bakery.
bakery? Is this the one? I think he is, but I don't want to claim he is without actually getting somebody who really knows
Yeah.
all the researchers.
And second question would be: Would you think he would rub peanut butter on his genitals to battle Bigfoot? She might like it. Look at her. I still think there's a baby
to bait
in a pouch.
Bigfoot, Biscardi's team hangs peanut butter and sardines from trees. Too high for humans, but well within reach of a massive
Look at his
creature.
smile on his face.
Biscardi's crew also made careful note of the surroundings, taking pictures of sticks in unlikely positions
God, what did I
and
just
small
walk into?
trees twisted in ways they claim couldn't be caused by weather. We'll have to wait and hear the results of their investigation. In the meantime, the Biscardis are offering a $1 million bounty for information leading to Bigfoot's capture or the
$1 million.
delivery of Bigfoot himself. The investigation has already generated a lot of interest.
I'm going to win that
$1
$1 million
million.
Bigfoot bounty. Trust me.
I'm gonna capture Bigfoot. I'm gonna win that $1 million bounty.
I'm going to win that $1 million bounty.
Where's Connor at, man?
You can find more details on our website at kdka.com.
Connor's at work.
I sure hope someone
he needs
finds
to go
him
get that
because I
$1
don't
million.
believe it until they do.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know,
You
and
need to go get that $1 million.
like I said, I think he's the guy that's considered the fraud. And if he is, it makes kind of sense, right? Because, you know, you're a couple, you find Bigfoot. All of a sudden, wow, how fast? Wow, you call this hunter group and they're already out there? Wow, and they already did a footprint of the
Yeah. Yeah, for $1 million.
I don't know how long a footprint could technically last. It depends on the weather, the rain, and all that. But I'm sure, you know, like if you and I found a footprint,
Yeah.
and I feel like if we don't get that cast, you know, within a certain amount of time, I don't know what the exact time. I would think 24
Yeah,
hours.
be gone fast.
Because after 24 hours, then you have too much of the element
Yes.
that could change it. and
Yeah.
all that. Well,
yeah.
That's why, and then what telling me that guy is could be a fraud. Maybe he's not. Is he's saving all his results for a con?
Yes. And for $1 million. Yeah. I would rub peanut butter on my genitals to catch Bigfoot for $1 million. That's the question. That was a question people were wanting on the sidebar.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah. We should rub
$1 million?
peanut butter on genitals there. Go get $1 million for that Bigfoot.
Yeah, for $1 million, hell, geez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll find it. I'll track it. I can track any Bigfoot. It's easy. Christ.
Yeah, for $1 million, hell yeah.
For $1 million, yes.
Maybe we could do a hair transplant on somebody on his whole body for $1 million.
Yes. Yes. I'll leave some red hair behind.
Beyond
got Bigfoot hair.
Let's go into the paranormal. All right, there's a paranormal investigative group in Pensacola, in the Florida country. It's called Pensacola Paranormal Investigators. Well, let's see what's so special about these investigators. Purgatory Paranormal New York. Have you ever heard of the Pensacola Paranormal Investigator Group?
Ooh.
We know.
Fancy name.
That's what they got to say.
Perfect for Halloween. We all know Pensacola has a very rich history, and there's a part of its history that still lingers throughout the city today. That's why Second Sight Paranormal started their paranormal investigating company to help anyone living in the Panhandle with their paranormal entities. Aaron Field spoke with their diverse team to find out exactly what they're all about.
Who you gonna call? Second Sight Paranormal.
A little over a year ago, medium and sidekick Erica Booser-Haney put together a team of locals, each of them playing their own special part in the process of their paranormal investigations.
I'm the lead investigator.
I am the case manager.
I am the metaphysical expert on the team. I'm the historian.
So I'm the UFO and alien and energy liaison.
Some of them are criminal experts, former military police.
That's a hell of a name. That's a hell of a title. My God. Woo. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Going back to Bigfoot. Hold on. He wrote Tom Basker, Famous Frauds, the Bigfoot Hunter. Yes.
Okay.
Fraud. Because I was watching that, right? It caught me that's the fraud guy, because all of a sudden this couple was able to call and they're right out there. Well, it's like, that's not planned.
Well, yeah, for $1 million, all the frauds will come out of the woodwork, boy. Bringing their jars of peanut butter and some sardine oil, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you, Flat Rock. I knew he was the fraud guy. And it just, I love it. Because, you got to spot out the frauds, too. This channel is about truth. And then we got to spot out everybody. Here we go.
And anthropologists. Although coming from different backgrounds, they have one thing in common: having experiences with the other side.
Been interested in paranormal since working on an ambulance and seeing my grandfather sitting in the front passenger seat. He'd been dead for 11 years.
Since starting, the team has traveled across the Panhandle, solving and helping nearly 15 cases of paranormal activity.
A lot of times we'll have people that are having trauma. They're having somebody bothering a child, or they're having noises, things fall off the wall, scary apparitions, bad dreams.
Let me ask a question real quick. I want to ask a question to our friend, a paranormal New York. When people say they help and they clean the house, did they really clean the house? I mean, have you heard of maybe the ghost says, you know what, we're going to play cool, so they get out of here, and once they're gone, we'll come back.
Yeah, that would be bad for business.
Well, if they're intelligent, if it's an intelligent ghost, I'd be like, all these people have cameras. Okay, let's play cool. Let's just kick back. Let them do their thing. Once they're gone, we'll come right back out. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people say about the Bigfoot, right? They sense people, they go hide, and when they're gone, they come back out.
Yeah.
If there's an intelligent ghost, wouldn't they almost be doing the same thing? I mean,
with this hard-hitting crew, I would be hiding too. They would be hiding.
I'm gonna continue this now. Scotty FJC. If you weren't here from the beginning of the show, I'll just let you guys know that Danny's mom just passed away.
Oh man!
30 minutes prior to this show. 30 minutes prior to the show. So why I'm telling you guys, whoever came in late, let me put Danny's channel in the chat. So you guys can go to his chat and leave him a comment, because that we're here for support. And so if a lot of you who did just come in, Danny just just 30 minutes prior to the show.
Danny Staten, right? Yeah, that's sad, man.
And he's the one that's
Shit.
been Danny's been helping. He's the one that puts everybody's links in our show.
Yeah, he's even in my shows. He's actually there too. He watches. He's a loyalist, boy. He's a loyalist to the show. I bet he watches Connors too. That's a solid dude right there, man.
So I'm gonna put Danny's link right here in the chat, and and just say, hey man, we're with you. If you need any help, just there's his chat, and it just happened 30 minutes prior to the show, and it's just like wow. So and I gotta give him credit for being strong, because I know it probably helped him to say even a little bit about it on here.
Yeah,
so guys, just go to his channel, say, hey man, we're with you. So I saw a lot of people just came into the chat. Just wanted you guys to know. Here we go.
I mean, they're really feeling a sense of harm.
And the team says they've had some pretty haunting experiences.
Well, Richard, my guy who's not scared of anything, decided to challenge a very bad spirit. He also had a fan fall out almost on his head. One of my other team members, her house flooded. Dawn lost her keys that night.
And then had to break in my house.
My car wouldn't start.
They know there are many people who don't believe in their work, but they say that's why you have to join them this weekend for their first live paranormal investigation that's open to the public.
We welcome skeptics. We invite you to come out when the veil is thin during this Halloween time and go to goretrotours.us and investigate with us. Let us prove you wrong.
The live investigation will let you use their equipment and give you a glimpse of what still lies beneath the walls in the city of Pensacola. I'm going to have to try it out myself this weekend. Reporting in Pensacola, I'm Aaron Fields, WKRG News 5.
Now, a story.
Okay. It's a big group. That's a big group.
That's a big group. They're big people.
Now, anybody who's in the chat who are in the paranormal, is there where you just have too many people going to an investigation?
I would definitely, yeah.
If you and I go into one house, maybe they'll make some noises, but if you bring in like 8, 9 people,
that's kind of a lot.
Too much,
especially when everybody's big. So you've got a lot of. It's like having Buffalo run through a small glass museum. So I'm big. I want to be there for their brunch. I want to be there for their after barbecue. They eat well. Yeah, that's a hell of a paranormal group.
Yeah. Now, do you guys ever wonder in Hawaii? If you go to Hawaii, there's a lot of haunting places in Hawaii.
Oh,
apparently, this video I'm going to show you is called Most Haunted Places in Hawaii. So when you go to Hawaii for that tropical beach, go surfing, go check out the haunted houses, because apparently they got a lot. Let's check it out.
Halloween in Hawaii, we all know, has a lot of ghostly stories and encounters.
Ghost storyteller Lopaka Kapanui, who's had his share of ghostly encounters, joins us now. And so what are the top haunted places here in Hawaii?
I would have to say the first would have to be the burial mound on the grounds of the Iolani Palace. The short story is we were doing a couple's ghost tour about double murdered suicides. I was standing in front of the burial mound, and somebody took this photograph where you can only see the top half of my body.
Whoa.
I'm looking at that picture, and Sean G's probably a better expert on evaluating pictures than maybe I am. But I look at that white right there. I don't know, man. That looks like that was put there. It looks too clean as the environment. Yeah. I don't know. It's me. I mean, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying.
Well, it looks like smoke or steam. That color would be like a white smoke or steam.
But it's like it's a perfect. Like a circle in a way. Like you took another picture and you added there. Could be a bug. Okay, that's what I mean. So
there you go.
If somebody gave me that picture, I don't think that picture would be good enough. Like when Sean G sent us some pictures, the ghost was faded, which makes sense, because they're in a house and there's energy. Now they're out there. Where is it getting its energy from? Are there stones? Is there a river? I would have to know some of those things
An ocean.
before I claim that as a ghost.
Yeah, that looks like
So that
smoke.
that orb, is that an orb?
Well, it's actually supposed to be the reflection of the camera, the flash on my leather jacket. But I called an expert, and he took a look at the photograph. He says you can't rule out the psychic, number one. Number two, he said there's no way any of that could be Photoshopped because the detail is too great.
Oh.
Double murder-suicide tour.
I don't care what they say. Anything could be Photoshopped. Listen, they could have, no offense, they could have went to 5 different people and had one person says that can't be Photoshopped. Oh, that's the one I'm going to use. That's the first. And the 4 out of 5 could have said, no, you can Photoshop that.
Yeah.
It's a picture, and only half of me shows up.
Were you creeped out by this? I know you've seen a lot, but were you creeped out by this?
I was thoroughly creeped out, but it just so happened the woman who took the picture is clairvoyant.
With motion blur.
Okay, let's talk about the second place, and we've all visited Kabaiahao Church. Many of us have been in the cemetery right next door.
Cemetery right next door has bodies that you can't even see that are still there. So even in the lane, you're stepping on some of those bodies.
Bodies you can't see that are still there. Well, if they're buried, should you not see the bodies in the first place?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see them either. I would assume.
I thought that was a little odd. I thought that was a little odd when he said that.
It is a little odd. It's a little odd.
Let's hear more. Let's see what he says more.
Again, the short version, it's Halloween. A woman takes a picture. 40 of us are yelling at her, hurry up, let's get out of the graveyard. When she develops a picture, she shows it to us the very next second, and in that picture is someone who is not there.
What?
40 eyewitnesses can back this woman up and say no one was in the lane when she took that picture, but yet it looks like there's somebody standing there in a coat and tie.
That's kind of creepy. And is that an
orb
on the right side?
You actually have a couple of orbs.
If you look at the road, on the left side next to the grass, if you really stare, you can see like a black little shadow in a way with the white. And I don't know. I truly don't know about that. I mean, it could be, but
yeah, or it could be somebody there that they don't know. I mean, it's a cemetery. It's Halloween. I'm going to be people out there.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
If you're going to investigate, you got to like rule out your variables. Like, there's nobody else out here. Nobody else out here. Okay, do you check 100%? Yes, there's nobody else out here. Well, if it's open to the public, then shit.
Well, let's see if they zoom in on it.
Moving, so you know it's not dust. So there's a bunch of things going on in that photograph. Just so happens the church archivist says that Saturday during the day there was a burial where one guy became so emotionally overwhelmed he threw himself into the grave.
Oh my goodness.
And so you're actually...
Well, that doesn't mean he's possessed or anything. Some people are more emotional. You know, when things happen like that, you don't know how you're going to react. So
that's not uncommon.
You're looking at the apparition of a person who's still alive. His grief, his impression made a fingerprint on that environment.
Ooh.
And so that's what was captured in that photograph.
And this was on Halloween, too.
Halloween night, about 6 years ago.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Now, if you saw our news at 9 o'clock, the Honolulu Police Department...
I do agree. I mean, that one is more feasible than the first picture.
Yeah.
Even though you can't really see it, I would say that could be more feasible than that first one. So
absolutely. Yeah. Out of the two, this one is way more believable. It's on there. It's not smoke. So... not a reflection, but it's some sort of transparent person sitting there. I could believe this one, unless they photoshopped it, which I don't think
that was photoshopped. But like Suzanne Ann wrote, it's true. Someone could have been there, and that's true too. Because it's so dark. I mean, if it's dark, if a man is wearing a black outfit, you're kind of camouflaged with the night. So that could be a possibility. You got to bring in the possibility, people. You can't just say automatically, that's the real deal.
And he could have had someone just pass away, and he's just not ready to leave the graveyard. I mean, he's probably visiting every day and then sitting there all night long with a bottle, drinking.
But Bob, if you're in Hawaii investigating paranormal, that would be enough for me to want to check it out.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
We actually put together an interesting video about the Poly Lookout.
And that's your third one, right?
And you know, the police, they're my best source because they have the greatest stories. But the Poly Lookout, a young man comes up to me and says Can I make an offering to the pig god Kamapua'a? And
hold on a second. This is a good point. Hey, did they secure the area to say no one else was there? That's a good point.
That's what I was saying. That's what I said too.
Good point. Now, and if I'm thinking that's a graveyard, it's at nighttime. It's open. I mean, I haven't heard doing ceremonies at night where you're only walking into the families that are there. So that is a great, awesome.
Well, you even got a groundskeeper. You've got a grounds engineer that's waiting for them to leave. So he's sitting around somewhere with a waiting to lock the door.
That's a good point too. Where's the groundskeeper during that time?
Because I know at night when I was in England, I went to a lot of cemeteries at night, a lot of them, Gothic-looking ones. And there's always the groundskeeper that you waved at, that person that lives in a small shack, and they take care of the lawn, they do all the work, and they hang around. I mean, they're watching, they're bored, so they're watching you do shit too. Make sure you're not sticking your shovel into the ground. They're watching you.
Yeah, and this is the great thing about Sean G making that comment, because he has a show that talks paranormal and Bigfoot, and you would think you want these to be automatically real, but you have to also be real yourself to realize not everything is going to be paranormal. Not everything is going to be a Bigfoot or UFO.
Yeah.
There are reasons on why certain pictures are caught a certain way. So that's fantastic when I see other channels recognizing that. Can't believe everything. We can talk and guess about it, but here we go.
He has the tea leaf bundle. I tell my now fired assistant to go with him, let him make the offering.
Did he say now fire assistant? Hold on. Did he say that?
Yeah, assistant.
Here.
God Kamapua'a, and he has the tea leaf bundle. I tell my now fired assistant to go with him, let him make the offering.
My now fired assistant.
I gotta say this. If he doesn't have
my now fired assistant,
he's got to have a beef, right? Why would you come out and say the person's walking with him is fired? Why would you need people to?
That's
to know
chicken
that?
shit, man. You don't say that. Remember, Eric, you were a boss a long time. You don't tell other people you fired an employee.
Especially when you're in public. It'd be like me in a meeting. It'd be like me in a meeting
parted ways.
When an employee that we fire is not there, right? Oh yeah, now we're fired employee is not here with us. You don't say that. Oh, the closest thing you say is he's no longer with us. He's no longer with us. You don't say he's fired.
Here's some beef right there, boy. In that case, there's some pork going on. There's some serious stuff. That's anger.
That's anger.
The assistant misunderstands what I said, which was let him put the offering down, bring him back. But he brings the boy back along with the offering. The thing has come apart. And so as they're walking back toward me, my wife takes that photograph. And if you look underneath the boy's hands, there's a green swirling mist right underneath. It reveals that he has Chinese roast pork.
Oh, no taking pork over the pulley.
That's exactly what happened. He took it over the invisible meridian where you can't bring pork on that road at the lookout. So it can come from windward to leeward. Wow. And so he kind of broke the law, and my assistant was fired that night.
So for people that, whether they have a deep belief in all this or not, if you see something you believe is real, should you be fearful of it? Should you explore it? Should you look into it and maybe try to communicate? What is your thought?
You just said the key word. If you happen to see something, that means you have a bit of clairvoyance, you're a bit psychic. And so because you see it and it senses that you have this ability, that's what's happening, communication. But depending upon what the situation is, the communication might result in scratches, bruised finger marks, or as Marissa and I discovered a few years back, voices.
Yeah. We did that on one of the tours that we took you on for a story, a news story. Yeah.
Absolutely. That was the best evidence I ever got.
You do these tours 3 times a week, a lot of visitors from the mainland and local.
Okay. There's some questionable stuff.
We've learned a lot, Eric. So
I like this. Fired for lead with the statement to give credibility to who? Again, to who? For pork.
Well, we learned a lot, Eric. So when you go hunting Bigfoot, you want to bring peanut butter and rub it on your genitals or whatever your thing is into. And then when you're going to Hawaii to hunt for ghosts, you want to bring a pork sandwich. But you can only bring the pork sandwich to certain parts, you get fired.
Yeah.
To find a ghost. So it requires a pork sandwich. Okay, so I learned that part. Good.
Well, let's go on over to the UFO. Alrighty. Now this one is apparently supposed to be a hoax. UFO Hoax fools several French media. So apparently in France, they were fooled by fake UFO. So apparently these are people who done it on purpose. So this is a little different, right? This is a little different. These are people who supposedly try to trick the media. That never happens. Let's check it out.
James Cream with the answer in Truth or Fake. Great to see you, our daily fact-checking segment. First up this evening, claims that unvaccinated Australians will be rounded up in detention centres. Struth, mate.
As they say in French, and this is the French page for Les Observateurs, which is the observers in French. Anyway, it's our observers team that have been looking into this. It's for now just on the French website. There is a video, Mark, that was doing the rounds. It's had 150,000 views on one link alone. Let's just take a look at what they're saying first. This is absolutely appalling. Double-fenced, electrified quarantine facilities being built in Queensland, Australia, to hold the unvaccinated. Let's take a look at an extract of that video, Mark.
No.
Media. For it to be proof, I'd need the name of the facility, the GPS coordinates, etc., etc. This is somebody saying, look, I'm a skeptic when it comes to content like this online. And guess what? He was right to be skeptical, because that was not what it claimed to be in the video. And if you look at some of the work that was done by the observing that we can witness more and more of, in the context, and there's always the contextual factor of I suppose, a toughening of measures, real toughening of measures.
Kind of things. We'd be interested to know.
Isn't that aliens?
Well, it's in this video. I thought I clipped it out on one video. I accidentally put the original on there.
So he's debunking. He's got
Carry on to the next story. A lot of attention here in France over the past week. Widely reported UFO sightings in the south of France. A UFO in French is an ovni. Ovni.
Also used to describe somebody who's a bit away with the...
A bit space, as they say.
Space
they say space, don't they?
You're an ovni. You're a UFO. I mean, it doesn't work.
You're a bit space.
In any case, it did get a lot of attention. This story, it was picked up by TF1, which is, I suppose, the main private channel here in France.
Main purveyor of truth.
This is it. They try, at least. And the connection, UFO spotted repeatedly in the skies above southern France. So this is the key point here, the reason it was credible. The local weather service has compiled a video of the different sightings. So you would say the local weather service, they're probably, pretty clued in with what's happening in the skies around them.
Think so?
It's what they do. In any case, what happened here was this particular group of people here. We won't have the audio on it, but the guy to the right, the guy in the centre is a guy called Rémi Gaillard. He's a well-known hoaxer here in France, and this gentleman here is the guy behind the Gare weather service. So they joined forces to hoodwink media left, right and centre across the country. And if I could just show you the video in question. So you can see here, right, Météo Gare. So this is the local weather channel. And the video showed sort of, spooky music, etc. And OVNI aperçu dans le ciel de Montpellier. And so all of this, because it was published on the local weather service, seemed quite credible and was picked up.
The minute they start using the X-Files tune, I think is a cue that this is all bogus, isn't it?
Well, you would think so. But
the truth is out there.
That's it. To give you a sense.
Mulder and Scully.
If this is it, it should. But here you can see they've edited it into their video that there were various media picking up on this. Anyway, it gave them the opportunity to say, oh, well, what were the fact checkers doing about this? But they were trying to kind of,
They were poking fun at the fact checkers, in fact.
They were.
They've got a problem with the fact checkers, haven't they?
Maybe they do. It's not funny.
Yeah, anyway, they have a very nice cow, that's all I'm going to say. It looks absolutely fantastic. And that cow is
that we can agree on. It's truthful, yes.
Definitely. You can't disagree with cattle. James, thank you very much.
So, guys, I apologize for the first part of the video. I made two and clipped out that first story.
Somebody from Queensland, Eric. Somebody was in there. Somebody in Queensland.
Suzanne Ann wrote.
Suzanne, yeah.
I know. There's no COVID detention center here. There is faculty, but but not to detain people.
Okay, see, there we go. I like that. That's good.
I didn't mean that. I was trying not to have that because I'm not a conspiracy channel on that kind of stuff. So, well, thank you, Suzanne, for telling
Thank you for saying that.
And that was a mistake. But guys, you don't think people try to fake stuff all the time? And he joins up with a weather person, and they try to spearhead, and they play the X-Files theme.
X-Files theme.
If you guys don't think it's happening,
I want to believe.
Just like that Bigfoot video that we showed, the hoaxer, they're out there. They're trying. They're trying.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, they are.
Now, this next one is a local news guy doing a newscast. This is a very short video. Then I took and slowed it down. Apparently, during his live forecast, there's a flying object that flew behind him on a screen.
Oh.
So I did try to slow it down. I try to zoom in much as I can. But the video, Bob, is only like 9 seconds.
Let's see it.
But here we go.
Was misled by the company, and what our committee is trying to do.
Watch behind them. There it is.
And what our committee is trying to
And then I try to zoom in even more. Apparently this happened while the guy's on air. Channel 4 News. Here we go. Let's do it one more time. Just one more time.
That Parliament was misled by the company, and what our committee is trying to do.
That Parliament was misled by the company.
Here it is.
And
trippy.
It is trippy. It is trippy.
Well, I mean, I thought he was
live on air.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought that was a blue screen or green screen behind him, obviously, but must be a real camera filming real footage behind him. And it's just giving live feed behind, even though it's a green screen for him, but it's still live feed from the outside with a camera. That's a trip.
Yeah,
wow,
I thought that was a pretty good one. And I try to zoom in best that I can, but it's hard to zoom in with something's moving.
I think that's real.
Yeah, one more time, just one more time. It's very short.
That Parliament was misled by the company, and what our committee is trying to do.
Parliament was misled by the company.
It goes pretty quick too. So
fast.
So basically, listen. If it's not Photoshop, take the Photoshop out. It can't be a drone because it's going too fast for a drone.
Too fast.
It's going way too fast. Now, if it was a plane going that fast, it would have hit something.
No.
So it is a UFO, unidentified flying object, because I can't even tell. Now, I'm looking at it from here. It looks like a flying bed. You got the two. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought that was a good one.
I got a helicopter. I got a helicopter hanging over the house.
Yeah.
Where I'm at.
So that's a that's a good one. So guys, this is we're gonna be jumping right over to the Mandela effect. This is kind of a fun one. This is a good fun one. So guys, just enjoy, kick back, and we're gonna have fun on this one. Here we go.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father.
Now, before I show this one, Sean G did write, I've seen drones that are very fast, but over London.
Okay.
This airspace is severely controlled. But he goes, this airspace is severely controlled. So basically, if it's a drone, it was flying, not supposed to fly in that spot. So that's a good point.
Hey,
Now,
Eric, before you go too far, I want to stop you just 2 seconds. You saw Tom Cruise. I just did a show, and you have to back me up on this, but we have to double check it so we can debunk it. But on the web now, there's pictures of him. He's holding a candle holder. That's what he's dancing to with a pink shirt on. It's now a candle holder. And in the pictures I found, there is a red candle in it now. There was no red candle. Well, he's never actually, he had a remote control originally. It's a Mandela effect, but now he has a candlestick or a candle holder. And now there's a red candle in it. Now I'm watching your footage and I didn't see the red candle. So I wonder if you've got like an in-between flip, because on the web it's showing a red candle in it now. He's singing into a red candle.
Let me see.
Maybe that's what I saw. I just did the thing on him the other day. I was like, "There's a red candle," and he's talking into the red candle.
Hold on. Let me.
Which is significant, by the way.
Let me.
For those of you Wiccans in the sidebar, ladies, can you write in the sidebar what a red candle represents? Because that's serious stuff there. It appeared. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it disappeared.
Yeah, that's weird because. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. I know what I could do. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Well,
Tom Cruise dancing scene.
Let me go desktop. Let me go into where I have that intro. I downloaded that intro into StreamYard. So yeah, but here we go.
I'm wondering if you caught it before it shows up. I don't know. All I know is I saw a red candle in it for 100%.
Hold on.
And so I was looking up why would the universe, the Matrix, give him a candle, red candle? See. What's the significance?
Okay.
Let's see.
Let me go back here. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. The candle holder, but there was just a day or 2 days ago there was a red candle in it, little red candle, but now there's not. So we'd have to look. We'd have to go online and look at the pictures and see if there's a red candle in the pictures. You don't have it yet. I don't know. I saw it.
It's according to Noah Boss. Hold on. Oops, sorry. That's the one I was about to show. It's a Scientology conspiracy. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noah Boss. You got to go back to. You got to go back to our show that I can't remember how long ago we did it, but Bob and I did a show. The Scientology word is in the show. That we made phone calls to Scientology and to get answers, and Bob had a fantastic conversation with the person about Scientology of all places, our hometown of Fresno. It's a fantastic video. You guys got to check that out. I can't remember the name of it, but the word Scientology is in it, and we made phone calls to Scientology, and we got a lady to speak to us, and it's the funniest shit because Bob's like, "Well, do I get to meet Tom Cruise?" it's plastic.
I want to meet little Tommy. Can I please meet little Tommy Cruise? They're
I'll find a link to it while I play this. Now, this video I'm showing is, to me, there's the two Mandela effects on this, because this is actually on Hazel's channel that I never knew he had this video, and it's about coffee, and I would have spotted it. It's called. Is coffee espresso, or was it used to call espresso with the X in it? So it's kind of a cool little video, and I thought I would have spotted this because I'm a coffee guy.
Yeah.
So here we go. Now I don't need to play the whole thing because it's just different. He finds different places that uses the word X versus espresso. So the first question is everybody in the chat? Has anybody even remember both? Does anybody remember? We all know espresso with the S, but does anybody have any memories that the word X was in there?
24. X equals 24.
Because
I'm actually doing.
Well, there is a lot of websites that actually has the word X.
Yeah.
Could it be a bad Chinese typo on graphics?
6.
You know what, Sean? It could be. It could be. Hey, our friend Hazel's right here. There's our friend Hazel. It makes you think. Because look, espresso. Here's a place that using the word X.
Yeah, I remember with the X. I'm trying to figure out why it changed. So the S is 19. S is 19.
Let me just say something. And Hazel, why I said in the beginning there's 2 Mandela effects here is I know your channel. And for whatever reason, I've never seen you have a video about coffee. And this is done I think a year ago. How did I not seen his video about coffee? I'm a coffee guy. Now look at right here. Sean G. Here's Sean G. I remember both. See?
No, that's common. I've heard that. I've heard that more than anything. I've heard of people remembering both.
Me too.
It was I remember people remembering both.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I remember that espresso because I had I was on a coffee cup. And then all of a sudden it's espresso.
I'm gonna pause it for 1 second. Nona Boss, if you're still there, where is it? If you're still there, this is the video that I'm talking about. It's called a description of Scientology. So that's the video that we made phone calls to Scientology places.
Yes.
So guys like phone calls to Scientology. Me and Bob made phone calls to Scientology, and we got some good people, actually. It was actually a good video. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, watch that video of our Scientology video. Bob's a crack up. Do I get to meet Tom Cruise? If Tom Cruise
little Tommy?
Then I believe it.
If Tom Cruise believes it, I believe it. I want to be like little Tommy.
And the thing is about this video, I never thought about the X, but then you start thinking about it. I remember seeing that word X before.
X, yeah, it's in your head. It's in your head.
Well, hold on. Let's have some fun a second. Let's have some fun. Hold on. I got Alexa. Why is it not working? Alexa.
What?
Alexa. No, it won't do anything. Alexa?
Oh.
I don't know.
You're not to break the time barrier.
It won't work.
Yes. Is it working earlier?
Yeah, I'm unplugging it. I'm plugging it back in to see why I can't ask it how to spell espresso. But look, there's a shirt right here too. Espresso yourself. I mean, let me type in Google. Here, let me type into Google right here. Hold on. Let me go to Google. Let's type in. Let me share the screen. Let me take this off for a second because this is interesting.
Espresso.
Here we go. Share screen to Google.
Latin.
Here we go. Why do some people say espresso rather than espresso? Let's see. Why do some people? Okay, because of the similar of espresso to the English word express, and the promise of coffee being prepared with relative sweetness in contrast to pre-collocating devices, it's naturally caught on for espresso to be interpreted as espresso, Bullshit.
So other words, in America, like a lot of the words that have a weird translation, in America it's spelt one way, in Europe it's spelt the other. That's what they're saying.
Originally answer, why do some people and forcing liquid through a tight space? So it's really logical to say espresso since one is reference the same action.
And I've seen that.
I'm not saying, Eric, you are setting my Alexa. Alexa, why do people say espresso? I don't know. It's not working.
But you're here chasing the truth. You're setting hers off, or his off. You're setting somebody else's off, though.
But Bob, you and I use this
all the time. Yeah.
It won't. That is.
We must be in a time warp. Time warp again.
I might have fixed it. Let me see. Alexa, is coffee espresso or espresso?
Here's something I found on the web. According to FNP.com, espresso is coffee of Italian origin brewed by forcing boiling water under pressure through finely ground coffee beans.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We got that out of the way. How do you spell espresso?
Alexa, how do you spell espresso?
Espresso is spelled E-S-P-R-E-S-S-O.
2 S's.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 S's.
Okay.
At the end. That's 3 S's. So it's a total of 3 S's in it now, right?
Laugh out loud. Echo going on here.
Echo going on here. It's in the same damn thing. Strange. We're all having a strange experience together.
Alexa, can we call coffee espresso versus espresso?
Here's something I found on the web. According to idoc.pub, coffee can be substituted for espresso by backing out the 2 ounces of espresso and substituting the water or milk with 6 ounces of cold coffee.
Okay. We'll not talk about the spelling at all. So all I have is for the replacement S. S equals 19. X equals 24. 24 was actually another symbol for 24 is actually Sagittarius, by the way, guys. 24 is Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius symbol X is gone. It's been replaced by S, which is 19. And you add them together. So 1 and 9 is 10. Yeah. I don't know. So it's 1, 1, 1. So it's 3. So you have 3 S's in there. So it's basically 10, 10, 10, or it's 30, or 3, 3, or anyway. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3.
But the only thing is, if it's always been spelled espresso, I'm not saying,
Yes.
But why would a lot of shirts and cups use the letter X versus S? I mean,
I've found that most residuals are third-party manufacturers. I found that out. Everyone's like, there's no such thing as residuals. There are, because you have third-party groups making something that remember it the way it used to be, and it's not the filter is not so stringent. They can get through the line, the production line.
I'm sorry. Maybe the X in espresso is a bit more naughty.
Oh. I don't know. I think this place is more naughtier. Orion's belt or spur or whatever we're at, it's more dirtier here.
And I just don't know why this is not talked about more. I mean, it's like I said, for one thing, like I told you, Bob, it's weird that I've never seen this on his channel, and I love his channel, and I'm a coffee guy. I would have thought I would have seen this. I mean, did this just appear for me out of nowhere?
Well, also, we could play these little code games. You can look at those guys as Latin. Those are actual Latin symbols. So look up E, look up X, which is 10. Again, anyway,
now
you can,
those cups there that you see there, they're not Keurig. These are for the mini Nespresso machines, the little shot of espresso. Now, Nespresso is spelled N-E-S, not with the X. So why would an espresso company use the word X? Let's hold on.
Right.
Let's check this out. Hold on. Let's
let's see if that company's changed. See if that one's changed,
yeah,
right?
and
Like
I
a
have the
particular-
espresso machine. I'm
Yeah.
drinking espresso
Yeah.
coffee here. So let's go here. Let me share the
I've got
screen.
drip coffee.
Okay, so this is Nespresso. Okay, let's go to coffee here. Now there's a shop original espresso. Now, of course, let's see here. Now these are the original. You see that on this picture.
Yeah.
Now they're using the S here.
Espresso.
I'm trying to see anywhere on this site these kind of cups, because that's in this video.
Do you want some espresso? No, I want espresso. We don't have that. We have espresso. I want espresso.
Yeah, and okay, there's
Damn
the
it.
S. I'm trying to see if one of them has the word X in it, like maybe it's some kind of unique flavor, and they're going to use the word X instead of S.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to find anything to debunk.
Yeah.
And
I want espresso, please. You want the espresso. No, I want the espresso.
I don't know. And that's those cups.
Por favor.
I can't
Amigo.
express how much bean to blank. Coffee espresso. Cafe.
Yes. Espresso.
He's got good information. Oh, hold on. Hazel just put something in
Black and Decker. That's a solid brand right there. You could look that Black and Decker. Look up Black and Decker espresso maker. See if the Black and Decker has changed.
Oh, hold on. I got to. Let me go here a second. I accidentally did a split screen on myself where I'm on two different tabs because he put something in the chat. Here we go. Now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to go into the link that he just sent us. Let me go here to the link.
Espresso.
Do you want cookies? Of course I want cookies.
Yes.
Cookies. Organic
Cookies.
fair trade espresso coffee.
Oh.
Espresso. Interesting.
I'll take some espresso, por favor.
Original tea and coffee. And they're using the word espresso. So if it's a wrong spell, why would you use the word X versus S? That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, now
Nespresso.
Here. Right there.
Espresso. But I wonder if the same package has changed. Like, for example, if you look up Black and Decker espresso maker, did Black and Decker change the name to espresso?
Kind of funny that everybody loved the chat. Nobody likes talking about this. Come on, people. Come on. What do you want me to check? Black and Decker coffee?
Well, the Black and Decker coffee or espresso maker. See if they've changed the. That's a major brand. That's why Black and Decker. I was just curious. I feel bad. A lot of people are like, everything is exactly the way it used to be, so leave it alone. We're like, I know. I feel bad. Sometimes with the Mandela effect.
Espresso.
It says espresso?
Has the word X in it.
Espresso. Yeah, it's changed. That's
click on it.
espresso. There it is. And it kept the Expressio. So they're using it as a gimmick name then, because it's spelled all the way around.
Yeah, but right here, espresso.
Espresso. Flip of a coin on this one.
It makes you. It does make you think. If it's the wrong spelling, then why are everybody using it? Is it just sounds better?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I'm never going to
Like-
sit here and force any beliefs on the people. It's up to you on, is this enough to make you realize that something has changed? Oh, yeah, Terry Brown. I love this. I want some coffee now.
Yeah, you want some espresso or espresso? What
So
you want?
like I said, there's two different kind of Mandela effects. I never realized he had this video on his channel, and I'm a coffee guy. And
Yes.
that's a good one because, like Sean G, I do remember both. I don't remember what I saw first. I mean, I can't sit here and tell you. And I have Nespresso machines. I have you know.
Me, I would say for me the X is dominant in my memory. So X is in my head. If somebody were to say before the show, even if you brought it out here, hey dude, can you just how do you smell an espresso? I would say E X P. I would say espresso with an X. Like that was in my head.
X Files with the X. Espresso
yes.
with the X. There's a little X file there.
Yes.
Little X file there.
I still want to see if little Tommy Cruise. I want to see now if he's got a red candle in the candlestick holder that he's holding.
But beyond that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. And if, like I said earlier in the chat, I'll put Danny's link to his channel in the description when I'm done. Go over to Danny Statton's channel and tell him, hey, we're with you. Because if he just showed up again, Danny Statton's mom passed away 30 minutes before my show started.
Wow,
I mean, this happened. And it takes a lot of strength to share that with us within 30 minutes of the show.
That's a tough one.
Danny helps our channel out by putting links in for people. And he felt enough to stay on when he just had a loss. So that's
rough.
That's and guys, every video that I show after the show's over, I do put links. So Hazel's link to that video will be in the description. But like I said, I put the link
stuff
afterwards so people don't watch the videos before they come to my channel. I put the links after, just so for a lot of you,
it's got a great channel.
Watching it.
Lots of Mandela effects. If you're into that kind of, that's your thing, man. He's got lots of
a lot of them.
A lot of them,
and he leaves it up to you to choose.
Yeah, he leaves it up to you.
He leaves it up to you.
Yeah,
never forced it.
And there's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer. So beyond that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.